So when I think of could Teams replace email or those other platforms, I don't know if that's necessarily true. And if you have to think about where Teams excels, I think it's when you're in situations where there is just a sheer high velocity of conversation and collaboration, right? Where you've got a group of folks, that's going to be your team. In this case, here in my demo environment, Mark 8 project team is a group of individuals that have come together on this particular project. And then you'll see underneath there, there's a bunch of channels. And those channels are conversation threads, right? Nice, neatly, and organized based on conversations. If you think about email, email tends to be organized by date and time. And while you can get creative and create folders and create rules, it's sometimes hard to manage email, right? Especially when you have those reply all kind of conversations. So when you think about it, those really noisy conversations, those high velocity conversations really don't belong in email. They ideally should be in teams, in a team and a channel. And you start to pull out some of those back and forth dialogue conversations, or when you're thinking about document sharing, right? It is very common that folks will send an email with an attachment, and then the recipient would then obviously receive it, make their edits, maybe rename the file V1, V2, send it back. And email is kind of an inefficient way to be really honestly collaborate, right? So would email replace or would Teams replace email? No, but are there things that we can pull out? And I think collaboration is one. When we're thinking about like chat, right, there are very quick pointed conversations that don't warrant a full email, right? So then maybe we take advantage of the chat platform. And then if you're really trying to be embracing sort of a broad global communication, maybe Teams isn't the right spot. That's where Yammer might come into play when you're trying to share more of that. I think you guys may have heard the inner loop, outer loop example that we've given in some of our keynotes. But folks that you don't necessarily work with day in and day out, but you want to share broad information, that's kind of where Yammer would come into play.